Nana!
Shoji. Hold me. Just hold me.
What's with that face? I wanted to apologize. I guess I said things I shouldn't have. Let's just forget about it.
Well, that sure killed the mood.
Welcome back.
June, you gotta hear this. You know what Shoji did?
Good night.
Huh?
Unlucky room 707. What have I done to deserve this?
Why are you talking to yourself? It's weird.
I'm not talking to myself. If you must know, I'm talking to the Demon Lord.
That's even weirder. Man, I'm exhausted from all that running around. You really are a lot of trouble.
Look who's talking. You're the one who went and ditched me. Why are we being so mean to each other? I should be nicer to the guy I like. I hate this. Maybe it's too late now. I pushed Shoji away from me. Here we are sleeping in the same room, and there's none of that nervous anticipation between us. He just looks bored.
You know what, Nana?
Huh?
The truth is, I want you to move to Tokyo with me. But it doesn't make any sense when I don't have a job. I'm not even a college student yet. There's no way I could support you. If you needed something, even if it was a matter of life and death, there wouldn't be much I could do. That sort of thing is hard for a man to deal with. You've got to understand.
Okay, then I'll go home, find some work, and save up enough money to move to Tokyo.
Huh?
Once you've passed the university entrance exams next year, I'll come and join you. I'll even get myself a job so you won't have to support me. I'll make it on my own. So what do you think of that?
I guess I'm gonna have to pass those entrance exams. I'll show your Demon Lord. All right. Well, now that we've got that figured out, I don't see why we can't sleep together.
What do you mean? How can we sleep together? We haven't even kissed yet.
It's okay if you don't want to. I'm used to holding back by now.
Whatever happened to romance, to getting in the mood?
Never mind.
You mean you're just giving up?
Well, what do I have to do to convince you to say yes?
I don't know. If you can tell me you love me, then I'll consider sleeping with you.
Love? Come on, you can't expect me to say something like that. No Japanese guy would.
But I've never had anyone tell me that. No one in my whole life. I just want to hear someone say it once.
What's the point if you have to ask?
Forget it.
Okay, fine, I'll say it. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. I'll pretend to be an American movie star. My name will be Michael.
Who's that? I'm not gonna sleep with some made-up foreign guy named Michael. I don't want to sleep with anyone but you.
Huh?
I'll make some tea, okay? Can I offer you some black tea or green tea, Michael? Huh?
Nana.
Shoji, I know that you said it. Deep in your heart. Your heart told me you love me.
So you heard it, huh?
I wanted to be in a good relationship. Something romantic and dramatic, just like in the movies. But during the summer when I was 17, I finally became a woman. And I also learned that men aren't that simple. Or so I thought. But that night with Shoji was different. It felt like my body was going to melt away.
I hope everything worked out between those two. I'm worried about them. Still, they shouldn't have to rely on their friends to sort things out and bring them back together. I mean, they're not little kids anymore, right? I love talking to myself. Bedtime.
A woman's life isn't so bad after all, is it, June? He's so far away.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm afraid this is overdue, so that'll be 300 yen.
Okay.
Hey, Nana.
Huh?
How would you like to come out and have dinner with me tonight?
Sorry, Mr. Nakamura, but no. You should have noticed how stunningly beautiful I was before. Too late.
What's the big deal? It's only dinner.
Yeah, right.
Aren't you lonely with your boyfriend off in Tokyo?
Get over yourself.
You used to like me.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe I should quit working there. But the pay's pretty good, and I need to save enough money so I can move to Tokyo. I can't wait until next spring. Huh? Hello, this is Nana. Shoji, I'm doing great. How are you? Nana Komatsu, 19 years old. Currently in a relationship, even if it is long distance. I'll show you, Demon Lord.
I don't know where I was born. I've never met my father, and I haven't seen my mother for so long I've forgotten what she looks like. I moved to the city by the sea when I was 4. I was raised by my grandmother who ran a restaurant and who constantly dumped her cold sarcasm on me. Now I'm working my ass off, polishing the shards of a dream. Waiting out in the cold this whole time? You were such an awesome audience tonight.
Nana, you were awesome. You're the best.
Thank you.
Nana, I have a present for you.
What's this? It's from that designer? Can you afford this, Misato?
You remembered my name. You remembered that I'm Misato.
Of course I do. You're at every single show.
I think it was your birthday last week, wasn't it, Nana? I wanted to get you something special as a present, so I got this. Happy 18th birthday.
Thank you. Cool, I got awesome stuff.
Okay, guys, let's drink to the great show we had tonight.
Cheers to us.
I gotta say, we kicked ass at tonight's Battle of the Bands. The place was packed with our fans. I never thought I'd see the day when women were screaming for me.
But they all dressed as Nana. Doesn't that freak you out?
Wow, it's a jacket. So cool.
I bet the girl who gave you that is getting strangled by the other fans right now.
Then that kiss I gave her will cost her in more ways than one.
Evil.
Hey, refill!
Nobu, you've had enough already. You've got your graduation tomorrow.
You're not going to graduation, Nana?
Well, excuse me for being a high school dropout.
It's no big deal. I only managed to make it through junior high.
That's nothing to brag about.
And what are you laughing at, Mr. I'm in law school?
Just trying to imagine Nana in her high school uniform. Did she wear the cute socks?
You really wouldn't want to see it, Yasu. Seriously, she looked totally scary. I couldn't even talk to her.
Nobu, you big liar. You were like a full-time stalker. You were so annoying.
I was not. I became friends with you because no one else would. And you look so lonely. I was your only friend. You should be thanking me for that. Yay, blast!
Let's just leave him there and go home.
He might freeze to death.
Probably. I'll get a cab and take him back home.
Okay, rich man. Good thing you're becoming a lawyer so you can earn even more money.
At least we'll know who to call when Nana gets herself arrested and thrown in jail.
I don't need a lawyer. I won't get caught.
So you have done something.
Hey, hold on a minute, Ren. Remember that thing we were supposed to talk about? I'm going to tell Nobu, you better tell Nana, okay?
What?
The only reason Yasu became a skinhead was because he started to go prematurely bald.
Those who laugh at baldness go bald themselves.
Nothing beats performing in front of a live audience. It's like, oh my god, orgasmic. I just lose myself on stage.
Aren't you the lucky one?
Yep, it was awesome. It felt so good.
Even better than doing it with a guy.
Well, that all depends on the guy.
Ah. it's freezing out here.
What if I catch a cold? You'd be screwed if I lost my beautiful singing voice.
Are there any gloves? Why can't our fans buy useful gifts?
There's gotta be something we can use, like a scarf or something.
Here's something.
Huh? Cool. Hey, Ren. Remember the first time we met? There was a big blizzard just like tonight.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, right.
Sure I do. It was one of my shows a couple of Christmases ago.
2 years and 3 months.
I also remember you were wearing a sexy red dress.
Was I now? You trying to impress me with your memory?
I couldn't forget that night even if I wanted to. You were the worst audience member ever, totally unimpressed by the gig.
What are you saying?
You stood right near the stage just glaring at me, stiff as a corpse. I was so pissed. I remember thinking, what's her problem? Then, after the show was over, Nobu dragged you backstage with him. When we were introduced, you were so cold to me. The only thing you said was, I'm Nana. Not even a smile. Guess you didn't have anything else to say.
There was a lot going on in my life back then. I was in a bad place.
Right, because you got kicked out of school for selling yourself.
I did not! It was a setup. I was a virgin till I met you, you bastard.
Okay, calm down. You know, you get pissed off about a lot of things, so I'm surprised you didn't stand up for yourself back then.
I didn't have the energy, so I didn't try.
Yeah, back then you looked like you'd been beaten down.
Besides, I wanted to quit school and get a job, so everything worked out okay.
Weren't you working for your mean old grandmother at a restaurant back in those days? Wasn't that enough for you? Why did you want to go and get yourself another job?
I needed more money.
Huh?
Because no matter how hard I worked, my grandma never paid me. It's nothing to laugh about!
I know.
I told you about it before. When I was 4, my mother sent me to my grandma's, and then she disappeared. When my mother gave birth to me, she had no idea who the father was. As soon as another guy came on the scene, she ran off and left me. Grandma would always tell me over and over that I should never grow up to be like my mother. That's why she never let me wear pink or red girlish clothes. She said if I dressed like that, I was being provocative and would give the impression that I was seducing men. After my grandma died, I was all alone. So I decided to use the money I saved to buy poor old me a nice Christmas present. Of course, I bought myself a sexy, bright red dress. I remember making sure I wore it to the show that night. I was so psyched. I hid that red dress under my coat and ran through the blizzard.
He was 2 years ahead of me at school. He's totally cool. I can introduce you to him after the show.
Really, you don't have to bother with that. I just came to see the concert and have a good time.
Come on. I'm sure you'd like him if you just meet him and talk to him. He's a lot more together than your average guy. He grew up in an orphanage, you know, so he's probably gone through some really tough times. When he was a baby, he was abandoned down in the warehouse district by the harbor. It was like on the news and everything.
Nobuo, you know it's not nice to gossip about other people's personal lives like that.
No, it's totally cool with him. Ren brags about it all the time.
He does?
He's always bragging. There aren't many people who can say they've been in the news since the day they were born. And to top it off, he still lives in the same warehouse district. He says living there keeps him close to his roots. What he really wants to do is become a big, huge rock star. He says he's thankful for his scandalous past because of the extra attention it gets him.
Give me a break. That's so stupid.
Why? I think it's pretty cool.
Marketing personal misfortune for promotional purposes isn't cool. It's lame. When I saw the guy on stage, I couldn't move.
He was abandoned down in the warehouse district by the harbor. He brags about it all the time.
It's hard to describe in words what came over me that night. It wasn't as simple as love or excitement. More like jealousy mixed in with envy and lust. I still get insecure every now and then, because it feels like every day I spend with Ren is nothing but a dream. Ren was a glamorous, bright light shining into my boring, mundane world. But no matter how hard I tried, he always seemed to be out of my reach. I wish we could do it in a bigger place.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. That bathtub's too small.
I meant where we do our gigs. We've got a lot of fans now.
Sure. Go for it.
It affects both of us. So, anyway, what were you and Yasu talking about when we were walking home? It looked like a serious conversation. Was it about the band?
Going bald is serious for a guy.
If you won't tell me, then I'll ask Yasu. I'm gonna go take my pill. Back in a sec.
Can't live without your fix, junkie.
If I don't take my birth control, we're gonna be in big trouble, and you know it. Especially since you're not interested in wearing protection. What would we do if we got pregnant?
We'd have the baby. I worked hard manual labor jobs instead of going to high school, so I've got some money saved up. I'd be fine with us having 1 or 2 kids.
It might be fine with you, but it's not with me. Right now, I'd rather play music and have my own life.
Nana, I'm going to Tokyo. So you can live your life however you want.
I reached into the sky 思いは届かなくて小さく空に消えた色とりどりの風船 I'm alone 行き先のない私の手をそっと繋い